Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. My name is Sandrine and this is episode 13 of How in the World Do You Pronounce It, where I help you make sense, pronounce, and practice all the challenging French names of cities and mountain peaks of stage 16, Carcassonne to Foix, of this 2022 edition of the Tour de France. I am a native of France and I want to demystify the French language. Remember to exaggerate vowels. I will teach you and help you the easy way to pronounce the French R. We will do what I call the banana smile. And most importantly, we will remember to take a good breath before pronouncing most of the following names. And as a rule, it's a good French rule for the French club. Do not pay attention to the spelling of these French names. And voilà. Now, I want to start by saying all these names at once. And then, of course, I will break them down for you. So let's do this. So as I said, the part or departure is from Carcassonne. Next is Côte de Saint-Hilaire, Limoux, Col de l'Espinasse, Col du Bac, Chalabre, Sainte-Colombe-sur-l'Hers, Le Valanais, Saint-Paul de Jarrat, Tarascon-sur-Ariège, Vic de Sceaux, Port de l'Hers, Massa, Mur de Péguerre, Buret, Saint-Pierre de Rivière, Foix. All right, now let's break this all down. And of course, it sounds and looks, but do not pay attention to the spelling, but it sure sounds intimidating. But that's exactly why I decided to do this series, to break these names down for you. All right, so again, the departure will be from Carcassonne. So Carcassonne, here, let me break down a few sounds. We have the French A, which is A, A, A. And then we have the French R, which is R for the letter, but the sound is R. So basically, it's easy. It's mostly a breath. And the secret is to keep your tongue down in your mouth and it stays put. It doesn't move. That doesn't move at all as you breathe, as you exhale, right? So it's something like this. Ra, ra, ra. And then, of course, to help you pronounce it, you want to first inhale. So you take a good breath and then you exhale while your mouth is down, your tongue is down in your mouth. So, ra, ra. Right? So, actually the A sound I was talking about is actually pronounced twice in this name, Carcassonne. So we have again A, R, A again, and then we will have the sound O, O. So it's a kind of an open O, right? It's O. Or you could actually think about being in awe. I'm in awe of this stage of the Tour de France, right? Awe, awe. And awe will turn into n. So un. So now with these sounds, let's go into the consonants. So basically we have car, ra, 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 right? Car, son, car, Carcassonne. Now, let's try together. Take a good breath. Carcassonne. And then we try to link them together. So let's try together. Ensemble. Good breath. Carcassonne. 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 There you go. That's the departure here. Carcassonne. So now, next would be, or will be, at kilometer 13.7, which is au kilomètre 13,7. They will arrive, your favorite riders will arrive in Côte de Saint-Hilaire. Let's break this down. We can do this. So first, if you followed some of the previous episodes in this series, you've heard a lot of these. So Côte de, so it's a climb, it's a hill. Côte, 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 côte. De, de. De is a forward movement of your jaws. So you just move them forward with a small opening of your mouth. And here it goes along with de. So de, de. So I'll go back a little bit and we have côte de. So in some ways we have twice the sound right? The first is a little fast, but let's go back. Côte de, côte de Saint-Hilaire. So, again, if you followed previous episodes, in fact, yeah, I would say stage 15 had, and maybe 14 as well, had quite a few of those names with a saint in them. So this is one of them. Saint is saint. Un is the sound in one, as in number one. Un. And yes, again and again, this is the sound, for instance, in the name Dunkerque, which was the departure for the first stage in France of this tour. The France, it was stage 4. So again, un, saint, 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 saint. But wait, there's more. And I'm going to say here, upcoming, we have a banana smile. We have a big E. The reason I want to make sure, and I call it a banana smile, is to differentiate this sound, the E, the banana smile, with E as in café, right? E is a sound produced with the air you exhale that goes up the palate of your mouth, as it is different than the E, which is a big smile, a banana smile. So here upcoming is the banana smile, E. So I will go back to saint, and yeah, just don't ask me why, but here, even though I asked you not to pay attention to the spelling, we will pronounce the T sound, goes and it will go into the banana smile. So basically what I mean is this. It sounds like this. Senti, senti, senti. And I'm gonna change it a little bit. Senti, like this. Senti. And then upcoming we will have the sound, I will say R. You can think about the word air with a French accent, right? R. Again, to pronounce the R sound, just breathe and keep your tongue down in your mouth. Just keep it there. It doesn't move at all. So here we have air, air, air. And it becomes actually l'air, l'air with a L. L'air, l'air. Hilaire, Hilaire. That's the first name that is referred to for this saint. But we just, I would say, merge them together. In terms of pronunciation, it goes like this. Saint-Hilaire, right? So the banana smile is important here. Make sure you overpronounce it, right? You exaggerate it. So again, Saint-Hilaire. Let's do it together. Take a good breath. And here we go. Saint-Hilaire. All right, so as a whole, this name is Côte de, remember? Côte de. So let's do it together ensemble. Let's take a good breath. Côte de Saint-Hilaire. One more time, encore une fois. Good breath. Côte de Saint-Hilaire. All right, one down. Next is at kilometer 22.6 au kilomètre 22,6. They will arrive in Limoux. Limoux. So here, what do we have? Very, I think, well, I was about to say very easy, but maybe easier. So, banana smile, li, li, I, li, and the sound oo, oo, right? It's not a oo, it's oo. Oo. So, oo goes into mou, mou. So, mou, just, yeah, mou. Let's go for this. And we merge them together, and we have Limoux, Limoux. And you do it with me. Let's take a good breath first. Limoux, Limoux. All right, next up is at kilometer 36.6 au kilomètre 36,6. They will arrive in Col de l'Espinasse. All right, we've been through these before. And let's break this down still. Col, col. So it's a ol, right? Col, col, col. De, again. Just like in Côte de Saint-Hilaire, just make a forward movement of your jaws with a small opening of your mouth. So, de. I go back. Col de. And then we have these following sounds. So we have S. We will have a banana smile with a P, E, right? P. Then we have the French A, which is ah. And yeah, it might sound funny, but here we'll have the sound, I will say nas, right? Nas. So again, S, P, nas, right? So together would be, or will be, or it sounds like this. Espinas. Let's do it together, ensemble. Let's take a good breath. Espinas, right? So as a whole, this name sounds like this. Let's do it together, ensemble. Take a good breath. Col de l'Espinasse. All right, one more down. Next up is at kilometer 43.1 au kilomètre 43,1. They will arrive in another col. Now, I know this one is a little different if you, well, let's let's go for it. Let's go for it. It's called col, col, du, du. So the U sound is a tricky one, but let's see. So basically, it's a small opening of your mouth, and you drop your jaws down. You just drop them. U, U. And even your mouth, as I said, which it's small opening, even your lips kind of drop down. They do. They drop down along with your jaws, if you will. Du, du. Okay? Not an easy one. So, again, col, du, back, back, French A, back, back, col, du, back. Let's do it together, ensemble. Let's take a good breath. Col, du, back. All right. I guess it could have been worse, right? Next up is at kilometer 47.7 au kilomètre 47,7. And here your favorite riders hopefully will arrive in Chalabre, Chalabre. So here we have twice the French A, which is A, right? Now, to break it more down, we have, I'm going to do sha, right? Sha. And then la. So sha, la. And it will end with the, I know, the R sound, the ra. And basically, it will drop on ra, kind of. I would say ra. So, ra, encore, and it will go like this. Chalabre, chalabre, chalabre. Let's do it together, ensemble. Take a good breath. Chalabre. Yeah, I would say the first I is a bit emphasized, right? Chalabre. All right. Next up, at kilometer 54.1 au kilomètre 54,1, they will arrive in a town with another kind of saint. I mean, it is a saint name. This one is feminine, but it's called Sainte Colombe sur l'Herse. We can do this. You can do this. I promise. This is exactly the reason why I'm doing this. All right, let's break it down. Or let me break it down. So, first, we do have a version of the saint, Saint. Saint, but it's the feminine version. So it's Sainte, 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 right? And then, at least there are a few familiar sounds here. We have, well, let's go for it. So we have the first name, and it's also a name, just so you know, it means dove in French. It's colombe. It's the bird, the dove, and it's colombe in French. So let me break it down a little bit. Lombe, lombe, lombe. And together, it goes like this. Colombe, colombe, colombe. So, Sainte Colombe, Sainte Colombe. And I make it sound this way because the name is not over. Right? So again, Sainte Colombe sur. Now remember the U. Just drop everything down. Your mouth, your lips, and your jaws, right? U, U. And here, it is part of the word sur. So it does end with the French R, right? Sur, 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 sur. So again, Sainte-Colombe sur. Let's do it together ensemble. Take a good breath. Sainte-Colombe sur. Lers, lers, lers. So yeah, there's e, r, s. Ers, ers, ers. Lers, 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 right? So let's do it, let's do it as a whole. Let's pronounce it as a whole. Take a good breath. Sainte-Colombe sur l'Ers. We did it. All right, next up is at kilometer 67.8, au kilomètre 67,8. And here they will arrive in Le Valanais. Le Valanais. 1, 1, 1, 1. Le Valanais. So, what do we have here? We have the E. E. Again, forward movement of your jaws. E. E. And then we have the French E, which is A, with the V. So, va, va, va. Va. So we have so far le va, le va, le va, and again the French a, 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 a. That will be with the e, in la, 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 ne, 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 la, ne, la, ne, l'année, right? L'année. So, as a whole, it goes like this. Le Valanais. So again, twice the sound A. Le Valanais. Un, right? Le Valanais. Let's do it together. Take a good breath. And off we go. Le Valanais. All right? And I'll just pronounce it fast, or the French way. Le Valanais. Right. Next up, at kilometer 88.3, au kilomètre 88,3, your favorite riders hopefully will arrive in another saint, Saint Paul de Jarrat. All right, we can do this. Let's break it down. Saint Paul. So, Saint Paul, but the French way. Saint, Saint Paul. Saint Paul. Saint Paul de, right? Forward movement of your jaws. De. So again. Saint Paul de Jarrat. So, twice the sound A. So, A, as in ja, ra. So yes, the R, the R, just a breath. Keep your tongue down in your mouth. You can even practice, if you really need to practice, which is understandable, the French R, you can practice by putting your finger on your tongue and to keep your tongue down below and where it stays put, right? And you exhale. So that's the French R, really. So again, and here we have Jarrat. So ra, I should say, goes into right? So this part sounds like this. Jarrat, right? So as a whole, let's do this. Take a good breath. Avec moi, with me. Saint Paul de Jarrat. All right, next up will be at kilometer 97, au kilomètre 97. And they will arrive in Tarascon sur Ariège. Yes, I know. There are plenty, I think 3 R sounds, right? R, R, R. Tarascon sur Ariège. Now we can do this. So let's go. All right. First, we can, well, I will tell you, or maybe you've heard it, that basically upcoming we have twice, well, 3 times, but for now, the beginning has twice the sound a, as in ta, ta. So let's say ta, and then ra, tara, right? Tara, and I will say taras, con, con. So on. We haven't been, too much. Well, we did have it in Colombe, but let's say on. It's pretty closed up, and it's nasal, right? On. Most English speakers kind of like to have fun with this sound. For instance, eat something that looks delicious, right? So, con, right? So, again, let's go back a little bit, and we have so far Tarascon. Tarascon. Take a good breath and say it with me. Tarascon. All right? Now, let's do it again because the name is not over, so we're going to pronounce it this way. Tarascon, Tarascon, sur, so again, U, drop everything down, your mouth, your lips, and your jaws. U, right? And yes, it is followed by the French R, so r, ur, sur, sur. So far we have Tarascon sur. So let's do it together. Tarascon sur. And here we have the French A, which is A. Next we have R. So let's say ar. We have the banana smile, E. Banana smile, yeah, E. And E, okay, E will merge into ya, right? And it will merge into e. So it will go like this, iye, and je. So iège. So we do emphasize a bit on the E, right? Iège. Or, yeah, they're actually both emphasized, the E and the E. Iège. And it goes like this, riège. So take a good breath first, right? Riège. And wait, there's more. It starts with the A, right? Remember? So we can do this. Ariège. Let me break it down a bit more again. Ariège, because there is the Y. Ariège, right? And then it goes a bit all together, and it sounds like this, or something like this. Ariège, right? I know. Let's do it together one more time. Ariège. So, let's go back as a whole. This beautiful, actually it's a beautiful town, it's a beautiful area. Highly recommend you visit one day. Let's do it together. Let's take a good breath. And we have Tarascon, sur Ariège. Beautiful. Now, next up is at kilometer 113. That's au kilomètre 113. 113, that's it. 113. 113. They will arrive in, it's called Vic de Sceaux. So a lot of vowels here. Vic, so banana smile, I, Vic, Vic, Vic. De, again, forward movement of your jaws. De. So far we have Vic de Sceaux, right? Easy. So as a whole we have, let's take a good breath, Vic de Sceaux, Vic de Sceaux, and a tiny bit faster if you can, Vic de Sceaux. All right? Hope it was the easiest one so far. I think there's an easier one coming up, but for now we are going to kilometer 125.1 au kilomètre 125,1, and they will arrive in Port de l'Ers. Right, so easy, sorry, Port. So let's say Port, or, right? Port de, So again, Port de l'Ers, Ers. I know it's tricky when there's a R to pronounce other consonants, but S, right? But at least this one is helpful because it starts with E, so it's Ers, and it's l'Ers, right? So as a whole, it sounds like this. Let's do it together, ensemble, and take a good breath. Port de l'Ers. All right, we did it. Next up is at kilometer 141, au kilomètre 141. And it's called, I think it's the easiest one, probably, maybe second. I think there's the first one. I think the finish line might be the easiest. We'll see. You let me know in the comments, because it's very important for me to know from you. All right. So, as I said, kilometer 141 au kilomètre 141 is Massa. So, Massa. Pretty easy, I think. All right, next up is at kilometer 151.3 au kilomètre 151,3. And here they will arrive in Mur, so let me say it first. Mur de Péguerre. So, first off, we have Mur, again, the U sound. Drop everything, your mouth, your lips, and your jaws, right? U. And I know it ends with the R, ur. Mur, right? Mur, de, mur de, mur de Péguerre. E again is not a E. Think about café. E, P, not P. P, guerre, R, guerre. Péguerre, right? Péguerre. Now let's say it together as a whole. We'll take a good breath and off we go. Mur de Péguerre. Yes, all right. One more down. Next up is at kilometer 164.5. Au kilomètre 164,5. And here they will arrive in Buret. Buret. Yes, typical again. We have the sound U, 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 where we drop everything down. U. And again, it is followed by the sound R, R, R. So take your time, just breathe it out, exhale, R, R, right? And R goes into E, Re, Re, Re. So, well, the U sound goes like this. Let's put it that way. It goes bu, 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 right? Bu, bu, re, bu, re, buret. Let's do it together, ensemble. Buret. There you go. Next up, at kilometer 172.7, au kilomètre 172,7, here they will arrive in another saint. Climb, I guess. I forgot. Well, it might be a climb. I should know, but I forgot. So, what I focus on is the name. So, Saint-Pierre de Rivière. All right, let's do this. There are a lot of vowels and a lot of, especially banana smiles and ya, or a few. Oh, all right, let's break it down. First, we've been through this one before. Saint. I will say Saint, Saint, Saint. Pierre, Pierre, Pierre. So it has first, I would say, the banana smile, the E, that goes into ya, 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 and air, air. So it's hier, 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 and it's a bit shortened. Hier, as in Pierre. So it's even shortened. Even more. So, even more so. Pierre. So it's emphasized on the E, right? Pierre, Pierre, Pierre. Maybe I should say it's emphasized on the E. But you've heard this name before, I'm sure. Pierre, Pierre. So this is Saint Pierre, right? So Saint-Pierre, Saint-Pierre, I should say. Saint-Pierre de, I know, de. So let's say it together, at least for this part. Saint-Pierre de, Saint-Pierre de. Now, rivière, rivière. Let's break it down. So yes, we start with the R. So we take a good breath, and then we know we will exhale and keep our tongue down in your mouth where it just stays there, it doesn't move an inch, right? And it goes into a banana smile, so ri, 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 right? Ri, rive, rive, let's put it that way, rive, rive, and we have another banana smile, which is E again, E, and E is, basically we have the same sound as in Pierre, so hier, 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 I, ya, er, hier, hier, then goes into hier, hier, and it's, instead of Pierre, it's v with a V, vière, 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 right? So it goes like this, rivière, rivière, rivière. Let's do it together, ensemble. Take a good breath. Rivière, right? rivière. All right, so as a whole, we're almost done. As a whole, this name is Saint-Pierre de Rivière. Do it with me, avec moi, with me. Saint-Pierre de Rivière. You did it. And next is the finish line. L'arrivée, the finish line, at kilometer 178.5 au kilomètre 178,5. And by the end of this, you will know how to count in French. If you want me to help you with that, just let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to. And here they will arrive in the beautiful, beautiful city of, I think it's the easiest one here, Foix. Foix, right? So wa, with an F, with the F sound. Foix, Foix, Foix. Yes, this is their finish line, l'arrivée in Foix. All right, we did it. This was stage 16. From Carcassonne to Foix, and I will see you next for stage 17. And here's a sneak peek. It will be from Saint-Gaudens, yes, another saint, Saint-Gaudens to Peyragudes. Peyragudes in the beautiful Pyrenees again. Beautiful area. Please visit if you can, and I will see you then for this next stage, stage 17. All right, thank you, everyone. Bye.